The best thing you ever did for your career is now the worst thing you were doing to your leadership. Every promotion you earned came from being the person with the answer, the sharpest analysis, the deepest preparation, the fastest solution. And now that you are in the room where authority matters more than answers, that reflex, that need to prove you belong here, is exactly what is telling the room you do not. In Module 1, Cherie introduced the proving leader, the one who answers every question in a meeting, volunteers for every high-stakes task, and consistently works the longest hours on the team. Strong expertise scores, low authority scores. If you are in this module, your assessment in Module 3 confirmed that pattern is yours. So let us stop describing it and start working on it. In Module 2, you learned that the authority gap is the transition from proving value to projecting confidence. Here is what restraint actually looks like in practice. When your professional identity is built on being the person who knows, every meeting becomes an opportunity to demonstrate that you know. The word count goes up, the airtime goes up, the perceived authority goes down. The room stops leaning in because they know you will fill the silence anyway. This is the core distinction. Expertise as identity versus authority as identity. The behaviors that built your career are now actively producing the perception gap. Consider a VP of engineering promoted to SVP 6 months ago. In every leadership team meeting, he speaks on every topic. His contributions are substantive, better competitive analysis than marketing, sharper financial projections than finance, deeper technical insight than anyone. His CEO's feedback after the last quarterly review: he's doing everyone's job from his chair. I need him to do his. He speaks on 9 out of 10 agenda items, averages the longest contribution on each. His team has stopped bringing recommendations because he always has a better one. He is not leading. He is performing expertise at a level that no longer impresses. It concerns. For the next 2 weeks, cut your typical word count by 1/3 on every topic you address. Not silence, just 1/3 less. Say what needs to be said and stop. This is not about withdrawing. It is about creating the space that authority requires. When you speak less, the room has to lean in. When the room leans in, they are granting you authority they were not granting before. Now consider a CTO preparing for a board presentation. She has built a 35-slide deck for a 20-minute slot. Every data point sourced, every risk quantified. The board chair's private feedback to the CEO. She gives us everything we need to know and nothing we need to feel. Her preparation is a substitute for the authority she has not claimed. The deck is a shield. The authority would require her to state her conviction in 3 slides and hold the room silence. The reason this feels wrong is that you are being asked to stop doing the thing that made you successful. It feels like regression. It feels like withholding. The discomfort is expected. It is not a sign you are doing it wrong. The harder trap is trying to close the authority gap with more preparation. The 40-slide deck, the scripted one-on-one, the exhaustive pre-read. More preparation deepens the gap because preparation is the proving behavior. It is not regression. It is operating in a different register, the register the role requires. And the measurement is simple. Does the room lean in when you speak? If they do, you are projecting authority. If they do not, you are still proving competence. Interpreting speak less as contribute less misses the point entirely. Restraint is not disengagement. It is contributing at the register the role requires. Fewer words, higher altitude, more space for others to step up. Before the next video, do one thing. Look at your calendar. Find a meeting in the next 48 hours where you are not the primary decision maker. Go in with one rule. Contribute on no more than half the topics. Notice two things. What happens in the room when you do not fill the space? And what happens in you when you hold back? Both matter. You know the pattern. You know the first behavioral target. The next question is, what do you actually do in the space you have created? That is where the exercises come in.